Hello, dear students. Welcome back again to the lecture series on JandK Reorganization Act. This is our sixth lecture, which we will be taking on this. We have already done part third, that's the lengthiest part. So we're gonna start today from the part fourth. Okay. So it deals with the administration of Ladakh. Okay. So its section, which is the first section, that's section 58, deals with the appointment of Lieutenant Governor of UT of Ladakh. Okay. It has two important provisions. First is that Lieutenant Governor of Ladakh has to be, elected by a president under Article 239. Okay, and the fourth is important that Lieutenant Governor has to be assisted by some advisors. Okay, and those advisors are to be appointed by central government. Okay, so this was the short part. It only has one section, part fourth. Now part fifth. Okay, this is also the short part. It has some sections which are kind of not that important, but I have mentioned it here so that you never know what happens in the examination and what will come. So section 59, just like the section 1 of JandK Reorganization Act deals with the definitions. Okay, section 60 deals with delimitation of constituencies. Okay, in which there is one thing important that which I already mentioned in the previous videos, that out of 107 seats, delimitation just added 7 more and it became 140. And out of these 140, 24 were reserved for POK, then the remaining were 90 seats. Okay. So this is the first subsection, and the first subsection A part is that reservation of seats of SC and ST, which you already will be aware of. Okay, in the delimitation commission there is always a separate category for social caste, scheduled caste, and scheduled tribes. Okay, so section 61, very simple: power of election commission to maintain delimitation up to date. Okay, simple statement, as simple as that, that what are the powers of election commission to maintain the delimitation up to date. Okay, you don't have to remember all those things, because this is what is important here. Section 64 is simply procedure as to delimitation, how delimitation is done, and whichever body is responsible, and how on basis of census it has been done. Definitely it will be done on 2011 census, that is the recent census which we have, because the census that was supposed to be conducted in 2021 was not conducted due to the COVID. Okay, so this was part fifth. Now this is the part sixth. Okay, part 6 has two important sections, that is section 65 and section 66. Both deal with the applicability of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. So section 65 deals with applicability of scheduled caste or under order 1956 of state, okay, which was applied on state. That same will be applied on the UT now. And section 66 says that the applicability of scheduled tribes order of 1989 will be applied on UT of Jammu and Kashmir now. Okay, so this was part 6th. Now part 7th. Part 7th has section 67, which says that consolidated fund of Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, its custody, okay, its custody and all the money affairs that are, and all the transactions that are being done through the consolidated fund of UT of JNK will be dealt by the Lieutenant Governor. Okay, as I already told you some idea, some kind of statements are you aware of if you have watched my previous videos. Okay, so this is section 67. Section 68 says that public accounts of UT of J&K, it will be again controlled by Lieutenant Governor with the aid and advice of Council of Ministers. Okay, section 69, that is about the contingency fund of UT of J&K. Okay, its regulation, its transactions and all those things will again be done or maintained by Lieutenant Governor with his recommendation, with again the advice of Council of Ministers. Okay, and what is actually contingency fund? It is actually a kind of expenditure which is used when there is some unforeseen expenditure, or when there is some pending authorization or pending kind of amount which the government owes to someone, or which government has to use in a transaction. So to meet an unexpected expenditure, so contingency fund, the money can be taken out of it with prior recommendation of Lieutenant Governor with the advice of COM. And also I wanted to say you that this public accounts is actually all the money that government acquires from public. Okay, this is all that money. So this can be also controlled through section 68 of JandK Reorganization Act. Okay, very important, just remember the kind of chronology, that section 67, 68, and 69, these are related to funds. Okay, now section 71, forum of accounts of UT of J&K. Okay, what is actually forum of accounts? So how the accounts will be kind of shaped, and how the business will be done or conducted, that's again decided by Lieutenant Governor with aid and advice of CAG, that's Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Okay, it's Comptroller and Auditor General of India. How to maintain the accounts and in which form to maintain, it will be decided by LG with aid and advice of CAG, that's Comptroller and Auditor General of India. So this is section 71, very important. Now section 72, that's audit reports. Audit reports which are usually kind of prepared by CAG, that's Comptroller and Auditor General of India. They had to be, this audit report has to be present before Lieutenant Governor. Then it's responsibility of Lieutenant Governor to forward it to the Legislative Assembly. Okay, as simple as that. LG will receive it from CAG, and then LG will present it to LA. Okay, Legislative Assembly. Now section 73, that is provision in case of failure of constitutional machinery. It's simple, as you must have read in polity, that if there is a failure of constitutional machinery, the president takes the charge. Here the LT will see if there is such threat to the government, and he will recommend it to the president, and he will recommend for the constitutional failure, and the failure of machinery in the state or in the UT. Then the president may suspend all the further operations that are going on the UT or in a particular state. Okay, so that's when president's rule comes in. Okay, section 73 deals with the failure of constitutional machinery. Okay, section 74, that is authorization of expenditure by president when Legislative Assembly is dissolved or suspended. Simple, it simply means that whenever Legislative Assembly is not functioning, that is, it's suspended, or whenever Legislative Assembly is being dissolved, then all the expenditure that are to be met by the present or that particular united or that sorry particular union territory or that particular state, that has to be done only through the authorization of president, because he is the sole kind of owner that time when when the LA is dissolved or suspended. So this is the end of what was this is the end of which part is part 7th. Okay, it's the end of part 7th. And whatever lectures are going to come now, those will be short videos, and those have lesser sections that are important. Okay, so I hope we finish it in upcoming lectures. Until then, just keep studying and enjoy these classes. Thank you so much.